Hello everyone, and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth. Are you over 40? Do you sometimes feel like life is weighing you down? Then this is the channel for you. Here, we explore practical wisdom for a richer, more meaningful life, drawing inspiration from timeless philosophies like Buddhism. Today, we're diving into something profound, releasing the burdens we carry. But before we get started, if you're new here, take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. It's a simple click that helps us reach more people seeking peace and wisdom, and ensures you don't miss out on our weekly insights. What if the heaviest loads we lug around aren't physical at all? What if the real weight comes from the thoughts that endlessly replay in our minds, the grudges we stubbornly hold onto, and the fears we carefully nurture? In today's relentlessly fast-paced world, so many of us are silently weighed down, not by what's happening around us, but by what we're clinging to inside. We carry the weight of the past on our tired backs, we worry incessantly about a future that hasn't even arrived, and we try desperately to control circumstances and people that were never ours to control in the first place. This internal struggle can be exhausting. It leaves us feeling drained, anxious, and disconnected from the present moment. It impacts our relationships, our health, and our overall sense of well-being. The Buddha wisely said, "Attachment is the root of suffering." It's not the outer world with its ups and downs that causes us the most pain, but rather our inner resistance to it, our stubborn refusal to release what no longer serves us. This video is a gentle, quiet invitation to pause for a moment, to honestly look within, and to begin the process of releasing those burdens that no longer contribute to our peace of mind. We're going to explore 8 key areas that, when we gently let go of them, can help you feel lighter, freer, and much more at ease with yourself and the world around you. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself, and celebrate every small step you take towards liberation. If you find this message resonates with you, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. First, let's tackle the need to always be right. There's a powerful, almost primal desire embedded in the human mind to be correct, to win the argument, to prove our point, to have the final word. But, sadly, this ingrained need to be right often pushes people away, creating tension instead of peace, and ultimately feeding our ego instead of our heart. The Buddha wisely reminded us, victory breeds hatred, the defeated live in pain. Happily the peaceful live, giving up both victory and defeat. Letting go of the constant need to be right doesn't mean you lack wisdom or intelligence. It simply means you've consciously chosen peace and connection over pride and ego. It means you value your relationships more than the fleeting satisfaction of being right. It means you know, deep down, that inner calm and harmony are far more powerful than external validation and approval. This shift in perspective can be incredibly freeing, allowing you to engage in conversations with more openness and understanding. Secondly, consider releasing resentment and past hurts. Some wounds are completely silent. We carry them for years, carefully hidden beneath practiced smiles, and diligently buried under layers of distractions. But the deep pain is undeniably real, and it subtly echoes in how we speak to others, how we approach trust, and how we express our love. Holding on to resentment is akin to clutching a burning coal, foolishly hoping it will harm someone else while it slowly burns you from the inside out. Forgiveness, it's important to remember, doesn't excuse what happened in the past. It simply affirms, I choose peace over pain. I consciously choose to stop reliving events that have already passed and cannot be changed. When you finally release the grip of the past, you don't erase your personal story. Instead, you reclaim your freedom, allowing yourself to move forward without being chained to old hurts and disappointments. Now, as we continue this journey towards inner peace, I encourage you to take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your support helps us create more content like this, and it allows you to stay connected with our growing community of wisdom seekers. Third on our list is letting go of unrealistic expectations. Expectations can be tricky things. They often arrive disguised as perfectly reasonable plans, admirable goals, or high personal standards. But underneath those pleasant disguises, they are, at their core, rigid ideas of how things should unfold in our lives. And when reality inevitably doesn't match those fixed ideals, suffering and disappointment invariably begin. The Buddha taught that clinging to what we desperately wish for, instead of gracefully accepting what is actually happening, inevitably leads to unrest, anxiety, and unhappiness. We expect our loved ones to change. We expect life to be fair and just. We expect the road ahead to be smooth and free of obstacles. But the truth is, life moves according to its own mysterious rhythm, not to frustrate us, but ultimately to awaken us to a deeper understanding. Letting go of unrealistic expectations doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or losing your ambition. It simply means showing up to each new day without demanding that the world bend to your will. It means learning to meet life as it unfolds, with grace, resilience, and an open heart. Fourth, release the debilitating idea that you are not enough. There's a quiet, insidious voice that resides within many of us that whispers, "You're not good enough, not successful enough, not beautiful enough, not wise enough." But that negative voice is not the absolute truth, it's simply a form of conditioning. It's the unfortunate result of years of comparison, unfair criticism, and relentless societal pressure. Remember the Buddhist teaching that, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. You don't need to earn your worth or prove your value to anyone. You already are worthy, inherently and unconditionally. So let go of the persistent illusion that you are somehow lacking or incomplete. You are not imperfect, you are simply unseen, with some parts of your amazing self still covered in layers of self-doubt. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your unique strengths, and remember that you are a work in progress, constantly evolving and becoming more fully yourself. Fifth, let's talk about toxic relationships. Not everyone is meant to walk the entire journey of your life with you. Some people enter your life to teach you valuable lessons, not to stay indefinitely. And some relationships, regardless of how long they've lasted, quietly pull you away from your inner peace and joy. Letting go of a toxic connection isn't an act of cruelty or selfishness, it's an act of self-preservation and clarity. It's a recognition that your well-being matters, and that you deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift and support you. It's refusing to shrink yourself or compromise your values just to keep others comfortable. Buddhist wisdom beautifully encourages compassion, but true compassion also includes protecting your own precious energy and setting healthy boundaries. Step away from those individuals who consistently cause you more harm than healing. You are absolutely allowed to choose your own peace and prioritize your own happiness. Now, before we move on to the final points, let's take a moment to breathe deeply, reflect on what we've covered so far, and consider liking and subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth for more insightful content designed to help you live a more fulfilling life. Remember, every like and subscription helps us reach more people and spread the message of peace and wisdom. Sixth on our list is the fear of the unknown. We often resist what we can't predict or control. The unknown can feel like a terrifying threat to the mind, which is naturally wired to seek certainty, safety, and a sense of control. But the reality is, life is never fully in our hands. The Buddha taught impermanence as a fundamental, universal law. Everything changes, everything passes, and nothing remains static. Fearing the unknown doesn't stop change from happening, it only creates unnecessary anxiety and stress. Letting go of this fear doesn't mean you should stop planning for the future or being responsible, it simply means you stop clinging so tightly to your expectations and learn to trust the natural flow of life. Learn to be like a lotus flower, rooted in calm serenity, even as the waters around you shift and change. Seventh, let go of overthinking and constant worry. The mind is an incredibly powerful tool, but it can also become an exhausting master if left unchecked. Overthinking creates imaginary problems, keeping you stuck in endless loops of what-ifs and maybes. You end up spending valuable time and energy solving problems that don't even exist, while missing the beauty and stillness that's available to you right here, right now. Buddhist practice teaches mindfulness, the art of witnessing your thoughts without becoming them. Letting go of overthinking isn't about trying to suppress or eliminate your thoughts, it's about creating some space between you and your thoughts. Breathe deeply, observe your thoughts as they arise and pass, and remember that you are not your worries. You are the peaceful awareness behind them, the silent observer who can choose to disengage from the endless mental chatter. Finally, 8th, release the desire to please everyone. Trying to please everyone is like trying to hold water in your hands, it will always slip through your fingers. When you constantly try to shape yourself to fit every opinion and expectation, you inevitably lose the unique shape of who you truly are. Yes, kindness matters, and yes, compassion is noble, but not at the cost of abandoning your own voice or sacrificing your own well-being. Letting go of people-pleasing means standing in your truth with gentleness and grace. It means honoring your own boundaries with love, not guilt. You don't need to earn love by becoming what others want you to be. You are most loved and valued when you are authentic and real. Letting go isn't an act of loss, it's an act of liberation. Every time you release something that no longer serves you, a limiting belief, a deep-seated fear, an unhealthy pattern, you return closer to your natural state of peace and well-being. Just as a tree gracefully lets go of its leaves to survive the winter, you too are allowed to shed what no longer nourishes you. The Buddha once said, "Drop by drop, the water pot fills." So it is with letting go, one small release at a time, one conscious breath, one deliberate choice, one gentle shift in perspective. Today isn't about fixing everything at once, it's about softening, unclenching, and remembering that you were never meant to carry it all alone. If this message has brought you a sense of calm, clarity, or quiet reflection, we invite you to stay connected with us. New videos rooted in Buddhist-inspired wisdom are shared here every week, each carefully crafted to guide you gently back to your inner stillness. Subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth right now and walk this peaceful path with us. Let's keep growing, learning, and evolving, one mindful step at a time. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.